Other than deficiency of vitamin D, does sun affect our health in any other manner also? What medical science say about it? Whether sun's radioactivity changes affect our health? While researching on planetary positions some years back, what I found that in the year 2019 October, this Saturn and Jupiter will come again in the constellation of Capricorn, the zodiac of Capricorn. Due to orbital periods of Saturn and Jupiter, in every 60 years they come together in zodiac of Capricorn, and whenever they come together they are in conjunction in the zodiac of Capricorn. They create chaos for humankind. And right now not only they are in conjunction, they are not only they are in the same zodiac of Capricorn, they are retrograding also, and other planets also retrograding together with them. So this again is increasing the malefic effect exponentially. So what I saw that time that many of the planets are coming in conjunction. They will be in the same constellation for a quite large period of time. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. So what this will create? What situation this will create at our planet Earth? So the gravitational pull will be very high as compared to normal period, and this position is typically similar to what happened, what was the position during the time of Mahabharata. So not that aggravated, not that acute, but almost similar. So this will give rise to major human loss at planet Earth. So, for understanding the astrology and its effect on our life, firstly, we need to understand two, three things. Then we will get to know that these planets, these planetary positions really affect us. These celestial bodies really affect us. Um, in modern days, we are having means we are used to think that we are a different entity and we are not connected with celestial bodies, we are not connected with universe, and which is not correct, but our thought process has become like this only. And when we see the animals, the trees, the other form of life at our planet, we find that they are much more connected to natural laws, they are much more connected to universe. And what the whole philosophy of astrology says, it says that you are not alone. Even a small piece, small uh, particle of sand is not alone, it is equally important as a bigger planet. Even a small particle of sand should not underestimate its presence, because the force exerted by even this small particle of sand on biggest of the planets will be the same as those biggest planets exert on this small particle of sand, because all the physical forces are mutual, all the gravitational forces, electromagnetic forces, these forces are mutual, they require equal participation from each of the body. So all the forces are mutual. Even this small particle of sand attracts sun with the equal force by which sun attracts this. So all of us are connected with all of the universe, which deeper and deepest universal forces, deepest universal laws, which connects our source to our soul to complete universe, are in planetary harmony. All the life forms on the planet, on our planet Earth. We are an organic unity with the universe. But in our human race, in our species, if we see the other life forms such as trees, such as animals, we feel that they are more connected towards nature. They are more connected to universe as compared to us. There is a local bird in Japan. That bird gives exact, accurate prediction about the earthquakes. That is a simple bird like a sparrow, our sparrow. But what happens whenever the earthquake is expected, that bird leaves that particular town 24 hours back. Uh, our most sophisticated equipments cannot predict any earthquake in less than 2 hours or 3 hours, and that bird knows 24 hours before. Okay, so it is more connected with respect to the other dimensions, the dimensions of universe and nature. Similarly, if I tell you about again a bird, a migrating bird. The scholars who are researching on the principle of quantum entanglement are finding one small bird robin very interesting nowadays. Let me tell you about another amazing bird. It is a common migrating bird, robin, found in northern England in other Scandinavian countries. What is remarkable about it is every year you measure the coordinates. It migrates from northern England and from Scandinavia to particular place in Spain, and the migration of robin is so accurate that it became a subject in various universities for research. What remarkable capability that robin's mind is having, the robin's brain is having, which tells it the accurate, coordinated, correct map or path from England to Spain. Scholars who are researching on the principle of quantum entanglement are finding this robin's migration very interesting. Now scholars are telling that robin's brain is having capability to resolve the vectors of Earth's magnetic field and the magnetic field of Sun, and this resolution of vectors tells robin the correct path. The principle of quantum entanglement is also playing a very important role in robin's mind so that it can find the correct path from England to Spain. In the field of science, this robin is called quantum robin nowadays. Whenever there is eclipse at sun, okay, uh, the if you go to zoo, if you go to forest, the animals such as coyote, wolf, monkeys, normally they are considered to be very notorious and active um kind of animals. But at the time of eclipse, they are so afraid, they are so dull, so quiet in the forest. They sit very quietly at the time of eclipse, and the whole earth shakes in many dimensions at the time of eclipse. But we human, we don't feel it because we are having our subconscious mind, and it is full of many other things, office, career, and many other kind of worries are there. So we cannot decipher the signals that universe or nature is sending towards earth. Similarly, if you see the example of trees, do you know how age of tree is determined? What happens? Any tree makes a ring in its stem every year. So suppose if we cut a tree from its stem, and if it there are 100 rings so in the stem, so these 100 rings depicts that this tree is 100-year-old. if we cut a tree which is of 500-year-old age, then its stem will be having 500 rings. So what happens when there is a solar maximum at sun? In those years, these trees they make a thicker ring. If you cut a 1,000-year-old tree and if you see the pattern of its rings, it will give you the exact information about the summers, the winters, when there was a fire in the forest, summers were hotter or not, the winter were colder or not, whether rains were heavy or not. And to your surprise, these rings are thicker when there is more radioactivity at sun, when there is a storm at sun. When a storm comes at sun, these trees make thicker ring to protect themselves from the solar radiation that will be coming from sun due to that solar storm. So these trees, they know beforehand that there will be a solar storm at sun, so let us make a thicker ring to protect ourselves. But human, we don't make rings, and it is much better to say that these rings are made in our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind then controls our physiology and anatomy. uh, Actually, our physiology anatomy is little complex. You cannot cut a human and see how many rings are there, because our rings are made in our subconscious mind. Okay. In last 20-30 years, many researches are done, and these researches show that our physiology, our blood, our cardiac system gets affected due to solar storms, and get affected due to change in radioactivity at sun. Uh, I will give you an example. Normally, it is considered that there is a unique feature about blood of woman. Woman blood, the density of woman blood changes every month depending upon the physical requirements. Sometimes it is thicker, sometimes it is thinner. But it was considered that the blood of men, the blood of gents, its density doesn't change, okay, like women. But researchers in last 20-30 years came to know that density of men blood also changes due to change in radioactivity at sun. Isn't it remarkable discovery? And there is enough data available in the form of various research paper from prestigious universities that whole of our cardiovascular system, whole of our physiology, density of our blood, it get it gets affected due to radioactivity changes at sun, due to magnetism changes at sun. What happens during solar maximum, solar cycle? At the time of solar maximum, if we consider a sun as a magnetic if we consider sun as a magnet which is having a north pole and a south pole, during solar maximum, and it is better to say after solar maximum, these north and south pole of the sun, they flip, means north becomes south and south becomes north, and this gives rise to a major shift, major change in magnetism which is coming from sun towards earth. Now the researchers are saying that the complete life on this on our this planet earth is made up of particles that are from different galaxies. So our planet, our lives are made up of stardust, and the elements which are there in different galaxies, different stars, are residing in our body molecules also. So just tell me one thing, uh, the molecules of our blood are having magnetism. So when there is a paradigm shift in sun's magnetic field during solar storms or during solar maximum, then can we believe that that magnetic field shift in sun's magnetism doesn't affect the magnetism of our blood? Is it possible that our blood remains unaffected? It is not possible. There is a very famous very famous event of 1989. You can Google also, when there was a solar storm at Sun, and a huge geomagnetic storm came towards Earth, and the electricity and of whole province of one of the whole province of Canada got disturbed, and there was a flashover in switchyards due to that geomagnetic storm, and there was complete blackout in one of the whole province of Canada. So I will ask a question to all of you: when these kind of non-living things get affected due to radioactivity changes at sun, due to magnetism changes at sun, if trees, if animals, they get affected due to changes at sun, then isn't it childish to think that we human don't get affected due to solar storms, due to solar cycles, due to changes in radioactivity at sun? So many examples I have given. You just Google, many research papers are there, even at internet, from many prestigious universities, that whole of our body, whole of our blood, heart, whole cardiovascular system, that gets affected due to changes in radioactivity at sun. Then you tell me, which is the most important factor, which is the most important cause of any geopolitical event? Human mind. So when human mind gets affected due to radioactivity changes at sun, can't it be said that geopolitical events are affected, are related to radioactivity at sun, to magnetism at sun? I am telling you, all the revolutions, all the geopolitical events are directly related to solar maximum and solar minimum. You just do one thing: you table out the geopolitical events, you table out the earthquakes, you table out the epidemics, and try to correlate with the data of solar maximum and minimum, and you will get amazed how they are related. Okay, so because the man is behind everything, and subconscious mind of human is getting affected, and the humans are behind every geopolitical event. So when the subconscious mind, when the cardiovascular system is getting affected, then all these geopolitical events are also getting affected. All these I told you about sun and its radioactivity and solar cycles, but at last I will say that all the planets, all the 9 planets which are near to us and all the planets which are not near to us, their relative position with respect to Earth and with respect to constellation give rise to various geopolitical events and at Earth, and again their relative position give rise to various effects on humankind, human health. It is very scientific, and all the ancient civilizations were knowing about this science in detail, and they were able to use it efficiently for benefit of humankind.